Okay, so there's our marinated beef tongue. We'll throw it in the strainer. We'll let it do its business over there. And we usually let her strain for 15-20 minutes. Get as much of the juice off as you want. You can also take a paper towel and pat some of it. I don't. So we'll take this. We'll throw it on a plate to catch any stray drips. And we'll load everything up into the RONCO food dehydrator. Throw it on a plate like that. Let it drain for another 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and then we'll load it up. All right, let's load this up. There is not very much here, and you can use tongs. I don't, I just use my fingers. Take it, lay it out. Doesn't take long at all. Again, I don't get it super dry. The dehydrator will take care of it, I imagine, if you were to lay it all out on paper towels. It would greatly reduce the amount of liquid that's on the surface, because you can see it's pretty wet, but it does dry out. And I would imagine this will take 6 to 8 hours to do. There's not a whole lot here, it's only one tongue. It's going to be fabulous jerky. Just load it up and you just kind of watch what you're doing. So what we'll do is we'll load it up, we'll speed it up from here, and we'll show you what it looks like when we are full. All right, well, we fit it all on two of them, two of these little racks. You can see that it's fairly full. This should take, there's not a lot here, so I can't imagine, let me wash my hands. Taking too long, I'll plug it in. There's no on or off switch, it's just plug it in. And for the first half hour, and I will leave the vents closed for a half hour to an hour to heat it up because it's cool in there. All that meat will cool it down. And we'll come back in an hour and see what it looks like. All right, so let's check it at 1 hour. You can see that there's no need to even rotate these. There's a lot of liquid still. So what I'll do, usually we'll rotate trays. The top one goes on the bottom, and then naturally, because there's only two, that would be on top. But I will spin them a little bit, just because there's going to be particular channels that everything travels up to. So we'll come back in an hour. Okay, let's check it. 2 hours in. Hands are clean, so we can rotate. Oh yeah, look at that. Now generally I don't leave it open for very long because you don't want all the heat to escape, but I just wanted to show you we can turn this stuff over. And I'll show you on this camera over here. See if we can get you. It's starting to show, it's starting to change color on that side. So we're just going to flip these over a second. We'll speed up the camera. Okay, so I think that we've got everything. Now you're going to see that some of them are more squishy than the other ones, and that's okay. As it goes along, you can take them out as they get done, and you can consolidate any of the less done ones into one tray as this goes on. So this has been 2 hours, and we'll come back in another hour and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's hour number 3. And we can see that this is continuing to dry nicely, dehydrate nicely. Let's see at the bottom. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect, and it smells wonderful. So we're gonna flip these, and I of course will speed up the camera. Okay, and you'll notice as this stuff starts to dehydrate that it's going to shrink, so you'll be able to fit more in there. But we're doing pretty good. So I rotate them again like this, just to get the heat flowing. I've also adjusted the top vent to 2. So we will come back in another hour and see what happens. All right, hour 4. Let's check the bottom. Oh yeah, it's coming along nice. Coming along nice. So we'll flip these. I'll speed it up. All right, we've got, looks like we have a piece here that's done. Maybe not quite. So there's no sneaking little bites here. So yeah, so it's coming along nice. I have a feeling the next hour we are going to have some pieces that are going to be done. So that will be hour number 5. Hour number 5, we will start seeing some pieces that are done. I'm just going to turn some of this. Second. Move from the outer ring to the inner ring because it's warmer in the center. What will end up happening is I'll have a whole bunch of squishy ones that aren't quite done, and I'll consolidate them down into one tray. Put the cover back on, we'll come back in an hour. Okay, hour 5, let's see what we have. Oh yeah, looks like we've got some pieces that are done. So I'll take them out. Like I said, what you'll find is you'll start to get pieces that are done, and you'll take them and put them into a container, and sooner or later you'll be able to combine both of these trays. I don't think I'm there yet, but we're close. Look at this. I'll bring it up to this camera. This is what it looks like when it's done. And it's just like jerky. It's a little bit tough, but boy is it good. Really flavorful. Yeah, just really good jerky. So this is where we're at. We're going to get the ones that are done out of here.
Now I have a video that tells you when it's done. I'll play a link to it. But I think that's going to be about it. I'm going to start rotating these a little bit. That one's done.
Look at that. We're getting there. We are getting there. This is hour 5, so we'll come back in an hour. And that'll be hour 6. All right. This is the 6th hour of dehydration. And this is really get close to being done. Yeah. That one's not quite done. Whoops, there it goes down in the center. We'll have to grab that in a second. Now some of these pieces with a lot of fat, I'll show it to this camera right here. They're hard to eat. So that will probably be going to the chickens. Yeah, but the one like this, that's a really good piece of jerky. Melts in your mouth. And that's done. I think this is all, that one's not quite done. Let's see what the other ones look like. Oh yeah, these are done too. All right, well, it looks like I'm done here. I think we got 1 or 2 little pieces that need to be done, but you get a really good mix. That almost went down the center too. Did you see that? You get a really good mix of the jerky that's hard to eat. It's more tough. And then you'll go to a piece like this that's a lot more fatty. And it's really tender, really easy to eat, but it's really rich. That when I sliced up the tongue, I showed you that there is a definite, if you look at the meat itself, it looks like the Wagyu meat from Japan. As the fat content is just really, you can just see how striped it is. I hope you liked the video. Give it a try if you can get your hands on some cow tongue, some beef tongue. Yeah, it works really nice. This is Hap for Hap Around the House. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.